Welcome, welcome, Twin Cities. Happy Saturday. This is the Connect Show, and we are so glad that you're joining us this morning to talk about women in business and, of course, yes, our female entrepreneurs. But first, welcome and good morning to my business besties, my lovely co-hosts, Slasha Raditz, Michaela Club, and, yes, Allie Nanny. Hey, ladies.
Hey, good morning.
How's everyone doing? Getting off to a good start?
Excellent.
Yes, this warm weather is giving everyone a good mood.
Yes, now that the weather is warming up, I am thinking about all things summer and getting outside. Well, warming up, I should say, for us in Minnesota. But do you guys do anything? How are you guys preparing, especially with COVID, for the season change?
I'm not getting my hopes up yet. I'm going to give it like 2 more weeks, and then I'm going to start thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm kidding. I feel like I'm getting out just all the stuff, all the ickiness and fresh vibes and energy, and that usually helps me transition.
Yes.
Right. And then
like the sage.
You've got that part, the sage, and put all the Christmas stuff away, like the big heavy blankets. I know you're in Minnesota, which I just had a Texas storm, as we all know. So I was happy under my big winter blankets, and I almost felt like I could have the Christmas tree out for fun. But the way to really leap into spring is just by, I think, putting all of those winter reminders away.
What are you ladies looking forward to as the weather warms up?
I want to hit up the park and swim, all of that good stuff. So.
And I'm excited for the water. We're 10,000 lakes here in Minnesota. I need some water ASAP. I want to get out in Lake Minnetonka or somewhere.
Totally. I love like outdoor concerts, and I miss them so much last year. So I'm hoping we can get back to some normalcy this summer.
I might just let my bubble kind of go to that next ring and keep it outside, keep it cute, but
I'll still wear my mask. But
I think that's the new way, masking it up, all of the things. It's time to go to break real quick, ladies, but you at home, keep it locked. When we return after the break, we will be joined by Natalie Morrow, a woman of many talents who is founder and CEO of the Morrow Group and creator of the Black Film Festival. Stay tuned.
Marketing for local businesses is critical, but it can be pretty confusing. At Vivial, we work with you to understand your business and individual marketing needs to tailor a custom designed solution so you can focus on what you do best, running your business.
Want to learn more about Vivial's digital marketing services? Find us online at vivial.net/Natalie.
Welcome back to the Connect Show, Twin Cities. So we are so excited to have Natalie Morrow here. Yes, you probably know the name. She is stepping in today to bring so much excellence from media to PR to this Black Film Festival that she's created and so much more. Fashion shows, yes, all of the things, ladies. So get excited. Natalie Morrow, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Hey, Natalie.
Hi.
Yes, and shout outs to Lasha. She connected us with you, and I'm just excited to hear more about your journey. You work with celebrity clients. You're booking them in high traffic publications. Talk a little bit about the Morrow Group and how you got started.
So the Morrow Group, a lot of it I was doing under the Twin Cities Black Film Festival, and through that, we are celebrating our 19th year, October 21st through the 24th. So I had to kind of pull out this part about the Morrow Group because I have clients where we actually do marketing promotions, we do event planning and set up events. And so it made it a lot easier to do that. Like for an example, when the Super Bowl was here, I had 7 contracts. My biggest contract was the Rolling Stone magazine. Wow. And we did their epic party at International Market Square where we had 5,000 people there. But the Morrow Group was in charge of the celebrity guest list and making sure they were placed where they should have been within the party. So it was a lot of fun and a lot of work.
Go girl.
Yeah, so I kind of just pulled it out, and some of the people that we work with, like the State Fair, the Target Center, Dakota Bar and Grill. So we do a lot of promotions and marketing, but on the other side too, we have clients like Mario and Corey Hardrick, Keith Robinson, Lance Gross. We work with a lot of different celebrities and help to put them in different events across the country.
One of your focuses is staying on top of cultural trends and events and identifying opportunities that would be a good fit for your clients. So tell us a little bit more about that process.
Really just keeping up with things that are happening on social media and around, looking at magazines and just reading and keeping on top of what's hot, what's not. And with that being said, everything has been virtual due to the pandemic. So we've had to really learn. But with that, we see what's happening and following events across the country. So that really helps us a lot.
Well, Natalie, not only have you been doing great work with the Morrow Group, and as Lasha said, the fashion show, how did that and the whole Twin Cities Black Film Festival even come about?
So that came about by me attending the American Black Film Festival in Miami. I thought, you know what, we could do this in Minneapolis. We pulled out our first one, our first film festival in 2002. We had a lot of help, the Hollywood Black Film Festival and the Pan-African Film Festival in Los Angeles. We marketed here in the Twin Cities, and 19 years later, we still here. And with that, the next step is I'm in the process of looking for a building to start a boutique theater, which will be the first Black-owned theater in Minnesota.
What advice would you have for someone who's looking to hire someone for PR or marketing for their own company?
I would say don't be afraid. You have to be bold. You have to be confident in who you are and what you know that you can do. I literally, when I found out that, I had to look up the top five parties for the Super Bowl, and I found out that the last 5 years, Rolling Stone had the biggest party. So I literally called them up and said, have you chosen your PR person for Minnesota? If not, I'm the person.
Talk about putting it to the universe and snatching it and making it yours and claiming it.
Right. You gotta go get it.
That. So what do you have coming up next, Natalie? And where can people reach out to you, my dear?
So on social media at Black Fashion Week MN, and also at Twin Cities Black Film Festival. But one of the things I just I'm actually announcing today that I am the new director of sponsorship for Fashion Group International, so FGI. So I'm super excited.
Congratulations!
Awesome. Oh
So
my
we
God.
so we have one of our first for Women's Month. We're doing Black Girl Magic Fashion Show. That will be March 28th. It'll be a fashion show and brunch at the Gold Room. So that's our first event. And then Black Fashion Week will take place May 21st through the 29th. We've got some really, really good things coming up for that.
I'll be there.
Can't wait.
Listen, Twin Cities, you keep a good eye on this face, because Natalie will not only be back here, but she is everywhere. So if you don't know, right, like Biggie said, if you don't know, now you know. You know.
Yes.
Thanks, Nat.
Thank you guys so much.
Pleasure having you on the show. Yes. Well, you at home, keep it locked, because when we come back, we are going to continue to talk the Boss Babe, sharing their wisdom and journey. Stay tuned. Stop Checking Your Likes is the hottest must-read of the moment. This is not a book about social media. It's about shaking off that need for approval and living your incredible life. It's available everywhere books are sold. Oh, welcome back to your favorite show, The Connect Show, Twin Cities. So our next guest, she is the CEO and founder of New Wave Collective. And what she is going to talk about can literally change your life, mine included. So turn up that volume as we welcome Brenda Brazil to the show. Hey, Brenda.
Hi, everyone. Nice to see you. Nice to be here.
So happy you're here. Lasha's the real MVP today. She's bringing all of her amazing people to the Twin Cities. So CW, stand up. We're glad you're watching.
You are in the water business, so Ionize alkaline water to be exact. Hope I said that right. Tell us more about like what that even is and why it's important.
So your water goes through, your sustainable tap water goes through a process called electrolysis, and it goes through a high grade filter. And then it splits the water off into alkaline and acidic. It goes over platinum titanium plates, picking up an electrical charge. So that is an antioxidant. We're electrical beings. And so we want something that's going to give us that charge, that energy. And so the three properties of this particular type of water is that it's an antioxidant. It's superior hydration because it's restructured smaller, and it's alkaline with no chemicals. Electrolyzed reduced water, hydrogen-rich water. You'll see lots of published medical studies on this.
There are actually like different types of water, like varying pH levels. Tell us more about each of these different types of water that there are.
Yeah. And, number one, I want to stress the importance of water because our bodies are made of water. Like our brain is made of water. When we're born alkaline. Okay. So we want to be alkaline for health. The more acidic we are, the more sickness comes, right? So it actually contributes to the acidity in your body. This is the system I have at my house. So it hooks right onto your tap, and it makes 3 different grades of drinking water. So 8.5, and it talks to you. 8.5. Can you hear that? Yep. And then there's a clean water for medicine and baby formula. And then there's a beauty water. This is the same pH as our skin. It's a 6.0 pH. It changed my skin, and it's great for plants. It's great for, you can wash windows with it. You can eliminate all the chemical cleaners in your home with this one system. And then it makes a strong acidic water, which has a pH of 2.5. It's also called hypochlorous acid. So that you can look that up, that term. It's non-toxic, it's safe. So you can use it as a hand sanitizer. I use this as a mouthwash, and it helps prevent that disease.
What changes did you personally see, like when you made that shift to the ionized alkaline water?
Oh man, I know right away. I noticed mental clarity. I could like see colors brighter. Energy. I mean, I had more energy. And you know what? I didn't know how crappy I felt until I felt this good. I don't want to make any medical claims, but when you have something so good, you just can't shut up about it.
Wow, such good information. Thank you so much, Brenda. You've made me, and I'm sure our viewers, look at water in a whole new way. I think I need a little beauty water.
I'll give it to you for free. You can try it for free. I'm your girl.
Awesome. Thank you for being here. Well, stay tuned. We have more Boss Babe Magic coming up next.
Ready to transform your body in just 30 minutes a day from your living room? I'm Tracy Campoli, the creator of Total Body Transformation, the excuse-proof fitness program made for busy babes like you and me to get fit, sweat, and smile. We've been featured on Good Morning America, The Today Show, and in USA Today. All you have to do is simply log in and press play. No boredom, no stress, and no dread. All in just 30 short minutes from the comfort of your own home. Go to tracycampoli.com to get started today.
Welcome back and happy Saturday. So, our next guest is truly inspiring. She is a leader, a speaker, podcast host, and a guide. We are so excited to have Carol Burton with us today to talk leadership, adaptability, and so much more. Welcome, Carol.
Hey.
Hello. Well, hello. Thank you so much. I'm just so excited to be in y'all's energy and your spirit today. And it's just a fabulous day to be alive because I am present with you.
Hallelujah.
Definitely.
So before we jump into your services and what you offer, we want to know more about you. So how you find your voice. I'd love to hear more about that.
You know, I found my voice through a very long journey. And what happened essentially was that I really worked all my life in corporate America. And it was just all the ebbs and flows of being a Black woman, being single, attempting to navigate through. And every day built up to the day where I said it's time for me to begin this new day and start my business, Radius Resources. So it's just not a business, it's how I live my purpose, why I live my purpose, and why not now.
Wow, I love that, Carol. And I was so mesmerized by our conversation. I like to check in and see who was, we're going to have on the show and talk to you. And you are just, Carol Burton Speaks, people. That is the handle. And she speaks, she drops dimes. And I was just really inspired. I want you to know. So you are quoted as saying that I believe ethics connects adapting and equity drives change.
I've been on a journey about understanding how we can take equity and build it into our lives every single day with all the processes and systems that we do. Doesn't matter if we're at home and working for someone, working for ourselves. And basically equity is about being fair and impartial. That's all equity is.
Right.
So when you talk about diversity in the workplace, as an example, that means that you're recruiting people to bring them in. Okay, so that's divergent thinking as well. When you talk about inclusion, that means that you've already got them there and it's part of your retention to keep people there. But you see, equity is the tie that brings the two together for the consistency. Some people don't like the word equity. It may not feel right. Then I say, what about how are you adapting? And you see, adapting is actually a leadership style. There are so many leadership styles. We are all leaders, and yet we follow. So if we are nimble enough to adapt beautifully, authentically, and bring our whole selves to live in our purpose, that's equity and adapting together.
You are so inspiring, Carol. Oh my goodness. We're in a constant state of change these days. How are you handling the transitions with self-care and balance?
It's for me, it's part of life and existence. I have always had to adapt. And I've always had to make sure that I was taking care of my self-care. I always remind people, think about when you board a plane and you sit down and you put your belt on, your safety belt on. And what do the flight attendants say during those safety checks? If indeed something happens, right, with the oxygen and the oxygen goes wonky in the cabin, drop it down. Who do you do? You put it on you first, then you take care of everybody else. So for me, self-care is not selfish, it is selfless. So I know I've got to take care of myself consistently, and therefore that balance of self-care, because why? I'm used to what? Adapting, because what? Change is what? Is the constant in life. You see all those, that becomes part of the holistic self. So I've had to learn new ways of adapting. We all have. Thank you for COVID-19. I call it the ocean of life because of all the buoys that have been coming up. We've had to deal with a lot of things, and therefore we've had to figure out how to balance ourselves to be our best selves, to fulfill our life's purpose. That's how the self-care kicks into that as change happens around us.
Carol Burton Speaks.
Part of your work is also focused on helping emerging leaders and Black professionals in the workspace navigate that space, which can be tough. So what advice might you give someone who might be finding them in a space that they're not valued?
I say speak up. See, here's the deal. This is what's happened with COVID-19. Everyone is on the same playing field because none of us have experienced this.
That's right.
So I specifically tell young people, we can speak up with respect and say, this isn't working for me. And if I'm not being heard, I'm not saying exit the building. I'm saying, what am I missing that I haven't brought to the conversation? And it's really about, am I living my purpose so that I am heard, so that I am respected, so that I am valued? We are all of value. The question is, are there organizations or groups or people or families that realize that value for me?
Doesn't matter if the guest is Black, white, Puerto Rican, or Haitian, everybody is going right back to diversity, equity, and inclusion. And I thank God for that. Thank you for your time today, Carol. I want people to make sure they reach out to you.
For sure, LinkedIn for the business aspect, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, of course. And my website is radianceresources.com. Carol Burton Speaks. I also have a fabulous podcast called Radiance Real Talk. I'm also on the Clubhouse. So you all can find me everywhere. Just look up Radiance Resources or Radiance Real Talk. Thank you.
Love it. Yes. And anyone with good conversation, you need to be on Clubhouse. We'll be right
Definitely.
back.
If you missed last week's episode of The Connect Show, don't fret. Binge watch Netflix style, only on YouTube at Natalie's Network. You see, we're not just creating female-based content. We are handing you the blueprint to success. Every Saturday, catch an up-close and personal peek with high-influence women on The Connect Show Texas, The Connect Show South Florida, and oh yeah, The Connect Show Twin Cities.
Well, welcome back to the Connect Show Twin Cities. So if you don't know about the Fab Tap, you are missing out. Your parties are not where they could be, right? Your social gatherings are not where they should be, because this is the coolest business on wheels in Minnesota. And I'm so happy you're on the show, Lindsay Patty. Good morning.
Hi guys, thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm excited too. So you've got to tell us about your incredible business and what inspired you to get rolling.
Yeah, so love that. It's been quite the journey, I would say. But really what it comes down to is we're a customizable experience trailer that travels to all celebrations, large and small, across the Twin Cities and hopefully beyond. And really what inspired me is just I wanted to create this joy on wheels, this thing that I could bring to various parties to make life easier, but also fun.
Amazing. I love this. So you're bringing the party to the party. Tell us about all the services that you offer.
The party to the party is right. So it starts with our base package. So essentially it's a mobile bar, right? Who doesn't want a mobile bar? But in addition to that, we offer add-on experiences. So flower crowns. We also do outdoor games, so cornhole or bag toss, whatever one you like to call. We also do outdoor harvest table setups, and then a few other experiences to add on to your party.
Thanks, Lindsay. Tell me more about your diagnosis of anxiety and depression and how that really changed your life and helped you become more purposeful in your happiness.
Yeah, so 2019 was a rough journey. Not just, for everybody, it's COVID, but for myself personally, I was in a corporate job that I just really wasn't fulfilling me. And I was coming home and with my two children, just not being joyful with them. And so I took a step back and actually sought help, which was a big step for me. But I'm so thankful that I did. I quit my job and then I kept coming back to the things that really brought me joy. And that was connection with family and friends. I mean, that's why I'm here on the Connect Network, right? And then flowers. I mean, I love walking into my house. flowers bring me instant joy. And then who doesn't love a little bit of bubbly?
Right.
I love that you're willing to even share on that, because so many people struggle with depression and anxiety. But I love that you found a way to find your happiness and create purposeful activities in your life that are now income producing activities that you do with your husband. So I love it. Very happy for you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a lot of people aren't able to, and it took me actually a couple of years to get there. So I think, out of the pandemic, that was something that was positive in my life, right? Because that gave me that turning point to say that I can seek help, and I can do better for myself and for my family and friends.
And for us, because we're getting flowers, we're getting flowers. I don't have to leave the house. You're saving us all. So, yes.
I'm bubbly.
Yes. How did your Target and Shutterfly, background prepare you for your entrepreneurship?
I think any large corporation will prepare you for what's out there in the world. A lot of hours, a lot of opinions, and people that you have to I guess, talk to every single day. And so it really has given me the foundation, and not only from a corporate standpoint, but also even from like a social media, a really understanding how to connect with people online and putting that out there into my business.
Well, Lindsay, I've got to tell you, my first, and this is my word, because I'm already trying to get to Minnesota. My husband's like, sit down. Okay.
Don't come yet, it's too cold.
But I promise you, my first party in Minnesota, the Fab Tab will be in the building. How can people reach out to you? Have you come to your space? You have the most unique mobile unit I think I've ever seen. I've seen several food trucks. Yours is built with class. How do people find you?
Thank you. Pretty much all over socials. So you can find me at the Fab Tap. Then we also have our website, which is thefabtapco.com. And then via email, hello@thefabtapco.com.
Nice. All right. Well, you at home, stay put. Wow. Welcome back, ladies. Today's show, game changer or nap?
Yes.
Okay, yes. I'm totally feeling it. I'm like writing down everybody's everything, and I'm going to stalk everybody. You at home, I hope you caught all the golden nuggets that were dropped, and that's the bottom line. Are you picking these things up? That's success. If you're a business owner and would like to be a guest on our next show, please reach out to us at theconnectonline.com. Click register to be a guest.